Hey everyone, sorry for the late response. I've been extremely busy this weekend. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the role of adjuncts at 4 year and 2 year level institutions. So predominantly, I would say that the majority of the adjuncts that I see will be at a 2 year college, and that's coming from somebody who currently is working at a community college. I do see a lot more adjuncts than full time professors. I do know a few full-time professors, but I know a lot more part-time professors or adjuncts from my friends, mentors, and so on. There are a big difference in the experience and the way that they conduct themselves. I feel like a full time professor gives a lot more devotion to their classes, and they make sure that the students know that they're there to help understand the entire concept. While on the other hand, the adjunct professors, because the time is limited, they make sure that they cover what is required, what the assignments are about, but they don't give a lot more into the topics or the design of the structure of the class for the students. That's one of the main things that I see a difference. The lack of time that they invest into the classes or outside the classes for the class is noticeable as a student. Definitely, I believe that they are lacking resources. Could be monetary resources, financial resources. I feel that full-time professors get more incentive to explore concepts and ideas outside the class that they can implement. They can do research and they can propose that research according to their findings. They can present them to the class and even use the class as a set of new eyes to include in the research. So that's something that I always thought that it was interesting that full-time professors can do, especially tenure professors, that they have the resources that they'll be able to use, and as they do their own research they can incorporate their classes into the research. um, for for myself, I believe that the majority of the freshman students, their first and second year, whether you go to a community college or a 4 year university, you will have more likely a lot of the adjunct professors in there. I myself had professors who were high school teachers during the day, and then after they completed the day, they went to the university and they completed two more classes just as an adjunct. This is a good way to make some extra cash, and I believe that's the incentive for most of them to teach one or two classes. Again, they're not as concise and they're not as devoted to the time outside that they spend for the time inside as a full-time professor. That's just one of my takes. I do believe that changes need to be done for these professors in order for the students to feel more connected. There's one interesting thing. I do want to say that the majority of the adjunct professors that I had in my experience as an undergraduate were minority professors. So I saw a lot of Hispanics. I saw a lot of African American. I had a couple of Indian professors, but they were all adjuncts. The majority of the full time professors that I saw, the diversity wasn't very much broad. I saw probably three full time professors that were non white. The majority of them were white, and usually they were males. So that's something to think about it, as we have seen this in this class and in other classes. It is something that they will, in order for the student population to feel more connected and feel that they can have a role model within the university or research, it's to see somebody who looks like them. It is very important.